How to open up a diecast box and you keep your collectible in pristine condition. Hello, this is BJ from Hearns Hobbies, and today I'm going to be showing you a little technique for all the diecast collectors out there. Now what I have here is a diecast box, and you might think it's just a standard little box. There are little tricks on how to open these boxes cleanly without damaging them, because if you're a collector you probably want your boxes to be in pristine condition. Now what you see here is the white outer box. There will be an inner box as well. They do have these locking tabs on the end, and from the top you'll probably be able to see it a bit better. Just here there's this locking tab, and when you have a look at the way the boxes are folded, you see that they've got this little edge that dips down. Now this particular part here is designed so that when the tab is pressed in, it locks in place. And this is the part where it's easily ripped, because anywhere there's a sharp cut, it can easily tear in these sections. And when you're spending hundreds and hundreds of dollars on your collection, you want these to be as pristine as possible. Okay, so here's what I do for opening. Now this is for the outer box. This is a classic collectibles box, but quite a lot of diecast are similar. All right, so the first thing is you want to be able to pick up this section here so you can slide this open. Now you might see that the edge is just a little bit visible there, but you can't actually get all the way in. Okay, and this is where a little tool may help. Now I'm going to use a little scalpel. Now be careful because the scalpels are sharp, but we want the thin blade in there. Okay, so you see that I've got the blade and it's been able to pick up the edge. Okay, and from there, just because I've lifted it up slightly, I'll be able to pick it out with my fingers. Okay, like so. Right, so that's released the locking there. And now with the end, these are probably locked in place, and that's where you use a ruler. Okay, so I've got a stainless steel ruler here, but any plastic ruler or any thin device like this is what you need, because what we're going to do is we're going to slide it in this section here, push it all the way up to the top, and you're going to gently press up and out to be able to release this catch. Okay, so like that, and there we go. That's open, nice and cleanly, no damage at all. Okay, so that's the outer box opened. All right, so now I'm just going to gently slide this out. Okay, and if you want to open the actual display box, you go through a similar sort of procedure. Okay, so here is where the tabs are, that's locking it into place, and that's where it can easily rip across here. Again, I'll be using my ruler, and we'll slide it in here, pressing downward this time to release the tab, and then pulling up. Okay, so you can see how that's one corner's up. Now this side's still a bit tight. We can sort of force this up, but that's probably going to create the kink and a crease inside the cardboard. So we'll just go from this side and we'll release it from this side. So again, we'll press it down slightly to force the tab out, and then lifting up gently. Okay, and there we go. And here we go, that's opened. So by having all the leaves open up like so, and then we can gently pull out the actual packaging of the car. Okay, so now we're at this point. Now this is particularly classic collectibles. There are some other brands that have this particular locking mechanism as well. So that's a cardboard seal. It has the lock here, so we just need to gently pull sideways each side, and that'll release. And then the top section of the box can be lifted. There we go. And there you have access to your die cars. So from here, obviously different cars will be mounted in the box differently. There will be little sections like so where you can get your fingers inside to gently pick it up, but this is where you have to be careful as you're lifting the car out of the box. Okay, and then when you're putting this all away, similar sort of thing as putting it together. Just align these two sides and then press together. Okay, so you got your locking tab in place. We'll get our box back here. And we'll gently pop that inside. Now this is where it can get tricky too, because sometimes these parts catch on the wings Just got to make sure that each side is clear, like so, and then you can slide it in gently. And then it catches again. Just make sure your wings are open on each side. If you feel any resistance, just do it slowly. All right, so that's gone in. It's just catching on the other end. There we go. And then we'll press that down. That's back sealed up. And then we can pop that inside its protective box. Slides all the way. Close the wings on the sides. This part slides in. And then this top tab, you can see from here, slides back in there. Okay, and as you can see, we've just opened that box and looks just as good as new. So there's my little technique on how to open up a diecast box. This particular one is a classic collectibles one, without any damage to the outer box, the inner box, and you keep your collectible in pristine condition. Thank you for watching.